Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn and Scorpio love reading. And this may or may not resonate with you. Okay, my words are all jumbled. I was looking at free yourself. Okay, time to focus. This may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. All right, so we have free yourself, and that's crossed by worth waiting for. All right. Let's see, I'm thinking maybe these cards. So free yourself is, it's time to take back control of your life. Maybe you're waiting for your partner to act a certain way or to be a certain way, and you keep thinking, oh, they'll change, they'll change, they'll change, and they're not changing. And maybe it's not, maybe it's worth waiting for that change, but maybe it's not. You know, maybe you've put in enough time. King of Pentacles. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Star card, having that hope that things will change. Okay. Having that fresh start. Okay. Changing things up. Eight of Cups. Four of Swords. Three of Cups. Six of Swords. So I'm getting a couple things. Maybe it is that you're waiting for your partner to change and to be different, and that's not happening. And maybe it's time for you to make some changes, for you to maybe walk away. Or it could be that maybe it's time to have that discussion with your partner that things need to change, that things aren't working for you, that you want kind of that new start, that you want that reconnection, that things have to be different, that things have to change, that maybe you're holding on to some things, maybe they're holding on to some things, and the both of you have to look at those energies that you're holding on to, because maybe that's affecting your relationship and you're arguing more and you're creating more distance between the two of you, and neither one of you wants to deal with a situation, one or both of you don't want to deal with a situation, and it's gotten to the point where it's starting to affect day-to-day life, and that there's some changes that need to be made that does make this worth waiting for. I feel like you're feeling trapped, like you're feeling, you know, like this unicorn that's trapped within this fence, but this unicorn can easily stand up and jump over this fence. This unicorn can easily be free and can make those efforts to be free, but it chooses not to. It chooses to stay in this pen. Okay, and maybe that's you. Like maybe you keep waiting for some changes to happen in this relationship, and it's not happening. So maybe it's time for you to take that first step. Maybe it's time for you to make those changes. Maybe it's time for you to reach out to your partner and say things have got to change. Maybe it's time for you to address the elephant in the room. And that's never an easy thing to do. But it's like, how badly do you want the relationship, and how badly do you want to work on things? Okay, Eight of Cups. And then the Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles. All right. And then right next to that was the Eight of Cups. So we've got the Eight of Cups twice. But we have the sun shining through here. This Eight of Cups, he's kind of thinking, I'm not really sure what I need to do. You know, kind of walking away from those cups. this person's walking away towards the cups, but walking towards the sun. The sun is kind of coming out here. The sun is kind of coming out through the clouds, okay? So is it just letting go of some emotion, some feeling, some hurt? Or is it walking away from a relationship? All right, so King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, he has like kind of this grin, this smile, feeling satisfied. And I feel like that's where you want to be, is you want to be happy. You want to feel that closeness. You want this to be a positive relationship. You're feeling a little stuck right now because the wheel came out reversed. So the wheel upright means that things are moving, things are changing. What goes up goes down, what down goes up. But I feel like with this being reversed, you're stuck right here. Like you want to get to this happy place, but you're like, I'm not really sure how to get there. I know how to get there. I don't know if I'm ready to face that. Okay. As passing energies, we have the Star, and that's about having hope. And then we got the Four of Cups. And it was funny because as I was shuffling, I was looking at these vases, and she's pouring out the water, but I feel like that's pouring out, emptying these Eight of Cups, because you have two Eight of Cups. So we have, I feel like it's emptying out those heavy emotions, those frustrations, those things that we're holding on to, getting out with the bad. And then this card came up, and that is having these three empty cups, letting that stuff go. But then we have the two cups here and starting to focus on the relationship, turning things around. Okay, we have the Seven of Swords, not walking on eggshells, not walking on eggshells. Maybe you're just tired of walking on eggshells. Time to shake things up. Time to get things moving and a grooving. All right. Ten of Pentacles. Ready for some change. Ready to start putting positive things into the bank. Instead of making withdrawals, depositing things into the bank. That emotional bank between the two of you. Four of Swords, taking that time to just think about the happy times when you first met. Think about all of those positive things that you had in the beginning of this relationship, and those good times and those playful times, and when you first met, and what brought the two of you together, what connected you in the first place. Getting back to basics, getting back to the beginning. All right. We have Three of Cups and Two of Cups. Getting back to the happy place. You're worried about that. Are you going to have that connection again? We have two hands holding each other. Right now, I feel like those hands are separated. They're far apart. But you want to get those hands back together. And you're concerned about that. You're worried about that. How do I make that happen? How do we get back to that happy place where we are connected? All right. To get to calmer waters, okay? To not feel like you're out in the boat and it's choppy waters and it's all this chaos and craziness going on. Getting to calmer waters. Not really seeing that right now. Again, we have Six of Swords again. Yeah, it's not going to be a smooth ride. There's some spikes in the water, and it's navigating those spikes, getting around those difficult times. And maybe that's where you are right now, is those spikes are poking up. You know, those spikes are out there, and it's like, we need to navigate these waters. We need to get around it. I'm not really sure how. You're not really sure how, what this future path leads, but you know that things have to be shaken up. You know that there's some changes that have to happen. You know that there's some stuff that needs to go on, and you're ready to make those changes. Right now you're feeling stuck, but you've kind of gotten to that point where those changes need to be made. And like I was saying, it's depositing into the bank, not withdrawing, you know, for the emotions or in this relationship. But you both have to be on the same page. I mean, you can definitely start the dialogue by saying, okay, you know, taking that time to yourself, remembering how the two of you got together, remembering those positive things, maybe writing those things down, and starting the conversation with the positive things and not putting the other person on the defense, and figuring out, okay, how do we get back there? You know, starting that conversation and seeing how that other person reacts. And then the two of you working together as a team to move forward and making sure that you don't get in this place again, because things have to be different and changed up. And not holding on to things, because like we have the 2 8 of Cups. And being honest with yourselves about what you want from this relationship, and freeing yourself. Maybe you have this heavy energy that you want to make changes and you want to free yourself from feeling heavy, feeling disconnected. You can't be frustrated with things if you don't take an action to do things. You have to take those steps to make the changes yourself. Otherwise, it's just status quo. And that's what you're settling for, and that's what you're accepting. Love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. And that's what you want to embrace, and that's what this reading is about, is about accepting more, about wanting more, about making those changes to where you get more, whether it's working on this relationship, which I feel like it's more working on this relationship. I feel like you're happy within this relationship, but you're in that rough patch that you're trying to get through. Or it is walking away, because we have the 2 8 of Cups. So it could be walking away from a relationship, but that's something that you have to decide, because you have to love who you are and make those choices that are best for you. And maybe you, like I said in the beginning, is that you tried and tried and tried and things aren't changing, and you've kind of come to the conclusion that things are not going to change. That it's either accept this or move on. But that's a choice that you have to make. But I feel like at least making some sort of choice is some sort of action towards change, rather than accepting this, because I feel like this is the energy that this relationship is in. But this is where you want to be. Is this energy, that connection within calmer waters, not walking on eggshells. But again, you have to choose what's right for you. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.